LPCE is leader in lighting and electrical test instruments. Hello everyone, this is Daisy. Let me introduce to you the installation and use of the LPCE-2 high-precision spectroradiometer integrating sphere system. The following is the video catalog. 1. Hardware installation. 2. Software installation. 3. System calibration. 4. Measurement. 4.1. Lamps installation and wiring. 4.2. Photometric, colorimetric, and electrical test. 4.3. Optical maintenance and electro-optical characteristics test. 5. Error self-inspection and maintenance. Please check the packing list when you receive the shipment. The number of boxes depends on the configuration of the system you purchased. Inside the long wooden box is the cabinet. There are RS-232 communication box and 2 core power wires inside the cabinet. The integrating sphere is in the cube wooden box. There would be 2 cube boxes if you purchased 2 different sizes integrating spheres. Please note that some small cartons may be fixed in the big wooden box. The accessories of the large integrating sphere are fixed on the other side, including E27, E40 lamp holder, the holder base, assistant lamp fixture and tube lamp fixture. This is the spectroradiometer. The spectroradiometer equipped with the LPCE-2 system is LMS-9000 series high-precision CCD spectroradiometer. This is the LMS-9000B spectroradiometer. This is the LMS-9000A spectroradiometer. Accessories include optical fiber, USB cable, temperature sensor. LMS-9000B has one photo detector but LMS-9000A doesn't. This is the LS series digital power meter. LPCE has the following 3 digital power meters: LS2008R, LS2010, LS2012. Accessories include power cord and RS-232 communication cable. If you purchase a LS2010 Harmonic type power meter, it also has a RS-232 USB adapter. This is the DC series power supply. Accessories include power cord and RS-232 communication cable. This is the LSP series AC power supply. Accessories include power cord and RS-232 communication cable. Other accessories are in small cartons, including standard lamps, assistant lamps, software CD, and calibration certificates. Assemble the system after the equipment and accessories are all taken out. Open the door of the cabinet. The power cord of the cabinet is at the bottom. Pass it through the hole at the bottom of the cabinet. There is a wiring diagram on the door. Install the system. Refer to the wiring diagram. Place the digital power meter in the first cell of the cabinet, and connect the 4 color test wires to the back of the digital power meter according to the wiring diagram. Connect the digital power meter to the communication box with RS-232 cable. If the model of the digital power meter is LS2010, you need to connect the RS-232 cable to the computer directly or with our RS-232 USB adapter. Because the LS2010 has separate software, connect the power cord to the wiring board inside the cabinet. Place the LMS-9000 series spectroradiometer in the second cell of the cabinet. Open the fiber box and assemble the fiber. If you only purchased one integrating sphere, the wiring method is as follows: there will be a long fiber, socket A and socket B in the fiber box. Unscrew the protective heads of the optical fiber, insert the optical fiber into the socket A, then screw the socket B to the top of the fiber, and then screw the socket A onto the socket B. Connect the detector and fiber to the spectroradiometer. Note, LMS-9000A has no detector. Connect the temperature sensor and USB cable to the spectroradiometer. Connect the other end of the optical fiber, detector, and temperature sensor to the sphere later. Connect the other end of the USB cable to the computer. If you have two integrating spheres and the spectroradiometer model is LMS-9000A, the wiring method is as follows. The optical fiber is a Y-type fiber. Connect the single end to the spectroradiometer, and the two ends to the two integrating spheres. If you have two integrating spheres and the spectroradiometer model is LMS-9000B, the wiring method is as follows. There is an optical path converter, two more thick optical fibers, two detectors, and a signal line. Fix the optical path converter as shown in the opening on the side of the cabinet. Connect the thin optical fiber to the optical path converter with socket C. Connect the other end of the thin fiber to the spectroradiometer. Connect the signal line from the spectroradiometer to the optical path converter. Both of the A side and B side of the optical path converter have a thick fiber port and a detector port. Then you can connect two spheres with the two thick fibers and two detectors. There is a switch on the optical path converter, which can switch between the A side and B side. Place the DC power supply in the third cell of the cabinet. Connect the output wires to the DC power supply. Connect the RS-232 cable to the communication box. Connect the power cord to the wiring board in the cabinet. Place the LSP-AC power supply in the last cell of the cabinet. Connect the output plug to the AC power supply. Connect the RS-232 cable to the communication box. Connect the power cord to the wiring board in the cabinet. Connect the communication box to COM1 or COM2 of the spectroradiometer with RS-232 cable. Neither the trigger port nor the power socket requires wiring. Remove the two screws that lock the integrating sphere. Connect the detector, optical fiber, and temperature sensor to the side of the integrating sphere. Please pay special attention that the optical fiber breaks easily. Install the holder base. Since the inner coating of the integrating sphere is very special and important, please wear the white gloves when doing any operation in the integrating sphere. The holder base can be installed at the top or bottom of the integrating sphere. Here is an example of installing the holder base at the bottom. Loose the socket head screw, and remove the block. Pass the 4-core wires through the hole. And also insert the bottom of the holder base into the hole. After adjusting the direction of the holder base, lock the socket head screw. Please note that the direction of the handle should be down, same with this gap after locking. Connect the wires of the holder base to power box according to the color. Connect the two load terminals of the cabinet to the 1 and 2 terminals of the power box with the 2-core wire. Install the assistant lamp fixture. Remove the screws and washers. Loose the screw and remove the block. Pass the wires and the end of the fixture through the integrating sphere, and then fix the fixture. Take out the assistant lamp bulb and insert it into the assistant lamp fixture. Please prepare a 2-core wire to connect the fixture to the front of the DC power supply. No need to connect for the time being and put it away. If you also have a small sphere, it is only need to connect the detector, optical fiber, and temperature sensor to the small sphere in the same way, and connect the 2-core wire to the power box of the sphere. The small sphere no need to use the assistant lamp. The cabinet needs to be grounded separately. After all the connection, connect the power cord of the cabinet to 220V 50 Hz power. Turn on the cabinet and all the devices. Copy all the files in the CD to the computer, double-click to install the software, successfully follow the instructions. After successful installation, there will be 3 additional software shortcuts on the desktop. The first is Photometric, Colorimetric, and electrical test software. The second is optical maintenance test software. and the third is Electro-Optical Characteristics Test Software. Double-click to install the driver. Open Device Manager of the computer. If both are installed successfully, you can find the LMS-9000 device here. And both indicators of the spectroradiometer are on. If the power meter is LS2010 and the RS232 USB adapter is used to connect to the computer, if the computer does not automatically install the driver for the adapter, the driver is also in the small CD. Copy all the files to the computer, open the USB 2.0 folder, select the corresponding operation system, and double-click the exe file to install the driver successfully. After the driver is installed, there will be more COM port in the port. Open the first software for calibration. We need to calibrate the system before measurement. If you have two spheres, you need to select Edit in the default at the top of the software, add the big sphere and small sphere, copy the corresponding files to the corresponding folder as prompted if it is LMS-9000B. After setting, select the corresponding sphere and follow step 3.2 to calibrate. If there is only one sphere, you can proceed to step 3.2 directly. Please note, LPCE provides different standard lamps with different power depending on different size of the integrating spheres. Please do not use the wrong standard lamp for calibration. Put on the gloves and install it carefully in the E27 holder on the holder base. Adjust the holder base up and down so that the bulb is in the center of the integrating sphere. There is a built-in cross laser in our big integrating spheres. Turn on the laser switch. You can refer to the cross laser in the sphere to confirm whether the bulb is in the center. The cross laser may point to wrong direction due to the transportation. Then you need to turn this cover counterclockwise to make the cross laser adjustable. Use a tape measure from the bottom center of the sphere. Adjust the direction of the cross laser to make sure it points to the center of the integrating sphere. Turn the cover clockwise to lock it after adjustment. Remember to turn off the cross laser after adjustment. Connect the wires of the lamp holder to the holder base and close the integrating sphere. Our integrating sphere standard lamps are all DC lamps. Please adjust this switch to DC. The other integrating sphere also needs to be closed during the calibration or measurement. If it is an optical path converter, make sure that the switch on the optical path converter points to the correct integrating sphere. There are two calibration options in the navigation bar: Spectrum Calibrate and Flux Calibrate. Only the Spectrum Calibrate is required. Click the to enter the calibration interface. Select the correct communication port for the DC power supply. Normally, the DC power supply is connected to the COM port of the spectroradiometer via the communication box. As shown in the figure, you need to select COM1. Please note that it is not COM1 PC. In order to make the operation more convenient, you can check the auto turn on and auto turn off functions. Prepare the data of the standard lamp. The relevant data is on the lamp box and calibrate certificate. Enter the current, voltage, color temperature and flux of the standard lamp. Input 15 minutes for preheating time. No need to change other parameters. Click Start. The software enters a 15-minute countdown. After 15 minutes, the software will automatically perform calibration. After the calibration, a curve as shown in the figure appears. The calibration is successful. Click OK to save and exit. You can do the test after the successful calibration. Install the sample lamp in the center of the integrating sphere. The bulb can use the E27E40 lamp holder equipped with adapters. T5 T8 tubes can be installed on the lamp tube fixture. There are 2 wires at each end of the fixture. Use the 2 wires of one end for single-ended lamp tubes. Use 1 wire of each end for double-ended lamp tubes. Other lamps can be fixed on the holder base directly. Special fixtures can also be customized according to the size of the sample lamps. Connect the lamp power wires to the terminals of the holder base. If it is a DC lamp, please pay attention to the polarities. Take the AC sample lamp as an example. Install the sample lamp in the center of the integrating sphere and connect the power wires. Turn on the AC power supply and the power meter. Turn the switch to AC. Close the integrating sphere. Click Assistant Lamp Revision, and confirm that you are using the right assistant lamp coefficient. Bared light sources and small luminaires don't need to use assistant lamp. Big luminaires need to use assistant lamp because of the self-absorption problem. Step 4.2.4 will explain in detail how to use the assistant lamp. Click to enter the system configuration. Select the correct power supply model for the sample lamp. The standard AC power supply model is the second one, and the COM port. Select the correct digital power meter model and COM port. If it is LS2010 which directly connected to the computer, you need to select the corresponding PC port. In order to make the operation more convenient, you can check the auto functions. Enter the correct integrating sphere diameter. No need to change other settings. Enter the correct frequency and voltage for the sample lamp. If the sample lamp is DC lamp, adjust the cabinet AC-DC switch to the DC. Enter the system configuration. Select the DC power supply and COM port. Select the same DC power supply as the power meter. Enter the correct current and voltage for the sample, and select the CC constant current output or CV constant voltage output. If the auto turn on and auto turn off function are not selected in the system configuration, you can also click the navigation bar on and off buttons to control the sample. For integration time, always select auto, enter a reasonable preheat time, and click test to start the test. After the preheat time is over, the software will automatically perform test and display the test results. Follow the prompt window to save the test results after the measurement. If continuous testing is required, enter the appropriate preheat time and check continuous testing. Click test. The software will automatically obtain test results continuously with the preheat time as the interval. All test results will be automatically saved at the bottom of the software. Click skip and stop manually and the software will stop the test. As mentioned above, if you are testing big luminaires in the sphere, such as street lamps or panel lamps, you need to use assistant lamp. The following are detailed steps. Plug the power cord of the assistant lamp fixture to the output port on the front panel of the DC power supply. Enter the system configuration and select the DC power supply. Enter the current, voltage, and check CC constant current mode. Click on to turn on the assistant lamp. Click the Assistant Lamp Revision button in the navigation bar. Select Add and enter the model of the sample. According to the tips here, the standard lamp is also installed to the integrating sphere, but don't connect the wires for standard lamp. Close the integrating sphere. After about 10 to 15 minutes, the assistant lamp is in a stable state. Then click Next. According to the tips here, remove the standard lamp and install the sample. Close the sphere. Click Next. The assistant lamp revision will display on the software after few seconds. Click OK to save and exit. Click Off to turn off the assistant lamp. Unplug the power cord of the auxiliary lamp and put it away. Plug it back when you need another assistant lamp coefficient. After the assistant lamp coefficient is generated, refer to steps 4.2.2 and 4.2.3 for testing. After the test, you can preview and print the test report. Export Excel table. Enter the print options, and check the parameters to be printed. Preview and print the test report. The other two softwares can perform optical maintenance test and electro-optical characteristics test. The premise of using these two software is that the first software completed the calibration and made the correct parameter settings. Take the DC lamp as an example. Install the sample lamp according to step 4.1. Open the first software, select the power supply, power meter, and COM ports according to step 4.2.1. and select the correct assistant lamp coefficient. Open the optical maintenance test software. Select the corresponding integrating sphere, click Set, and check the parameters to be recorded. Enter the total test duration, interval time, current, and voltage of the sample lamp. Choose CC constant current or CV constant voltage mode. Enter the preheat time, and click to start the test. In the software interface, the horizontal axis shows time, and the vertical axis shows the curves of other parameters changing with time. After the test, you can preview and print the test report. If the sample is AC lamp, select the AC power supply, digital power meter and COM ports according to step 4.2.1. Open the optical maintenance software. The electrical parameters section will automatically change to AC parameters. The method of using the electro-optical characteristics test software is the same as the optical maintenance test software. If the sample is DC lamp, the upper voltage limit can be set and the current automatically changes within a range, or the upper current limit can be set and the voltage automatically changes within a range. If the sample is AC lamp, the voltage automatically changes within a set range. During the test, the horizontal axis of the software displays different voltage or current values that changes automatically, and the vertical axis shows the curves of other parameters. The following are FAQs and maintenance instructions. If the digital power meter shows a negative power factor, please exchange the 2A test wires at the back of the digital power meter. If there is an error in the test results, please check the following items: whether the optical fiber is damaged, whether the standard lamp is still in the period of validity, whether the DC power supply is constant current output during calibration, whether the standard lamp and sample lamp are installed in the center of the integrating sphere, whether the two integrating spheres are all closed during calibration and testing, whether the switch of the optical path converter is at correct direction, whether the correct assistant lamp coefficient is used, whether you check auto for integration time during calibration and measurement. Since the inner coating of the integrating sphere is very special and important, please wear the white gloves when doing any operation in the integrating sphere. If there is dust inside the integrating sphere, Please use a blower for cleaning. Avoid direct contact with the inner coating of the integrating sphere with any material. Keep the integrating spheres closed when not in use. If the inner coating of integrating sphere is damaged due to accidental drop during operation, we will provide professional coating and usage. Thanks for watching.